You know you need to run ads on Facebook, and you know that video is the way to go. At least I'm assuming those things because you're watching this video right now. And that's good. That means you're ahead of the curve because you're right. Video is the way to go on Facebook. Did you know that 500 million viewers watch 100 million hours of content every single day on Facebook? That's video content alone. That's not even including ads. That's a huge potential audience. So let's look at how to use Facebook video ads for your small business. Come on in. Hi, I'm Morgan from LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Today, I'm going to show you how to use video ads on Facebook for your small business. Here's what I'll cover: choosing an ad objective and why it matters, what video ad types are available to you when you do video ads, where Facebook will show your ads and how you can change that. I'll actually walk you through setting up your video ad in Business Manager, and we'll go over video ad best practices so that you know what to look for when you're making your ads. Let's look at choosing your ad objective when you get into the Facebook Ads Manager. On Facebook, objectives guide the ad formats and placements available to you. Not every format supports video, so let's look at that really quickly. We'll go over available formats and placements for each objective later. You can utilize video with the following objectives: brand awareness, reach, traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generation, messages, conversions, catalog sales, and store traffic if you have a physical location that you're sending people to. Let's talk about some of the ad objectives and the differences between them. Let's look at brand awareness. The brand awareness objective is best for you if you want people to see your ads who are most likely to remember seeing them. This is measured using ad recall lift. This is Facebook's best guess at how many people would remember seeing your ad if they were asked about it a few days later. These are best used for top of funnel ads. If you spend $30,000 on your campaign, Facebook will run an actual ad recall lift where they'll ask people if they remember seeing your ad in the last couple of days. If you don't have that kind of budget, you'll get an estimated ad recall lift, which again is Facebook's best guess. Either way, these are great for spreading the word. If you choose the reach objective, Facebook will show your ad to as many people as possible. You'll measure this by impressions or views. For traffic objective, Facebook will look for people that are most likely to visit your website or whatever web page that you're sending them to. These people are most likely to click to visit outside of Facebook. Results will be measured by cost per click or amount of clicks or something similar. What's nice about Facebook objectives is that they're pretty self-explanatory. Facebook's made it easy for you to start even if you don't know what you're doing. So just pick one of the objectives that I mentioned before and you'll be able to use video with each one of those. Let's talk about video ad types next. Using Slideshow, you create a video of images that you already have connected to your account. Now you can use images that you own or you can use stock images and a combination of text here. This option is great if you don't have a ton of resources and really just need to start driving traffic to your page or site or getting that brand awareness. You could also use Stories ads. Now these ads show vertically, they're a full screen experience. Facebook has templates already made for you if you want to go there, or there are tons of templates available on websites like Canva and any other design app that you can think of. You can also boost a regular video post. This turns an existing post on your page into an ad that you can use to promote your page and your business. This is great if you have a post that does really well all of a sudden out of nowhere. You know that that's something worth putting some money behind. You can also do video carousel ads. These work in Stories and on desktop for Instagram and Facebook. You can add multiple videos and images in a carousel. You can use up to 10 on Facebook. How many you use will depend on your goal and your available assets and your campaign focus and all of that. But I recommend using at least 5. You can also use video in collection ads. Showcase a video followed by a collection of products that you've made in a catalog in the Business Manager. Instant experience ads are also a great way to use video. These display in your news feed and stories on Facebook and Instagram, but they're a mobile experience. They'll only show on mobile and they're a full screen immersive experience. In-stream ads will show mid-roll on videos that people are watching on Facebook. These show in the Facebook feed, Facebook Watch, and Audience Network. When you're planning these placements, keep in mind that these placements behave most like traditional television spots. Most of the folks watching these ads are watching with the sound on, and they're going to stick around through the commercials because they're already watching another program. So let's talk a little bit about where Facebook shows your video ads. You have 4 main placements available to you depending on your chosen objectives. Those placements are Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and Audience Network. Where and how your ad is displayed on each of those 4 places will vary depending on your ad objective again. Let's briefly cover every placement so that you know what you're working with, generally speaking. On Facebook, your ad can appear in Newsfeed, Stories, Marketplace, the right column. Ads can also show in the inbox, in video feeds, in search, and in instant articles available in the mobile app. In Facebook Messenger, your ad can appear as a sponsored message, in Messenger Inbox, and as a Messenger story. On Instagram, your ad can appear in Newsfeed, Stories, Instagram Explore, IGTV, and Reels. Now, when I talk about Audience Network, this refers to third-party websites that Facebook has made a deal with. That also includes apps that your ads may appear in. Those are Audience Network Rewarded Videos, Audience Network Native, Banner and Interstitial, Oculus mobile app feed, and the Oculus mobile app search results. Now, you may be wondering if you have any control over where your ad shows. Well, you don't have as much control over what content shows besides your ads on Facebook as you do like in Google. You do have some control over where your ads will appear. There are a number of ways to control placements and adjacent content. Let's briefly go over those. So as far as where your ads do and don't show up, you have a few options. You can opt out of placements. You can manually manage these placements in your ad manager. You can also use an inventory filter. You get to choose either full inventory, standard inventory, or limited inventory. This applies to placements on Audience Network, Facebook InStream, Facebook Instant Articles, and Instagram TV. You can also do topic exclusions. These apply to in-stream Facebook video ads. You can choose content level exclusions from 4 different topics: news, politics, gaming, and religious and spiritual content. Looking at content type exclusions, you can choose to exclude your content from live streams and video claimed by rights holders. Now, a video that's claimed by a rights holder is a video that was published by a third party who did not own the copyright, and the copyright owner has now claimed that video. That means the content owner, the copyright owner, will get any of the revenue made from that video, but they allow that to stay up on someone else's channel. You can manage it where you do not want your content by using block lists. You can manage block lists in the Business Manager. You'll be able to see all the places where your ad has appeared, and you can add any placements that you don't like to your block list. Here's how to do that really quickly. Go to your Business Manager and click that 3x3 dot grid button. Select Brand Safety. Select Publisher List in the left column. You'll see a list of publishers where your ads appear. Use a drop-down menu to see publisher lists for each placement type. For example, Facebook InStream videos, Instagram TV videos, Instant Articles, and Audience Network. Then you can add them to your block list if you want. Tick the box next to the publishers where you don't want your ads to appear and click Add to Block List. A pop-up will appear. You'll select or create the block list that you want to add those publishers to. And that's it. Your ad will never appear there again. Now that you understand the basics behind it, let's look at how to create a video ad in Business Manager. I want to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing when you go to launch your first ad. In your Facebook Ad Manager, select the green Create button. A new window will open up. Choose your objective. For this example, I'm going to go with the traffic objective. Now you'll name your campaign, your ad set, and your ad. This is optional right now, but you'll have to do this eventually, so might as well do it now. Click Continue. Now you're in the campaign editor. You'll follow this flow to complete the settings for your ad. Choose your audience and upload your ad creative as well. You'll start in campaign, and then you'll move to the ad set next, and then finally the ad creative itself. I'll walk you through the rest of the process though. Let's complete our campaign details. Fill out the campaign name if you didn't do that in the last step. And if your ad is in a special ad category like credit, employment, housing, or social issues, government, or politics, then you'll divulge that now. Review your campaign details next and make changes if needed. If you'd like to set a campaign spend limit, select Show More Options. If you want to A/B test versions of your copy and graphics, you'll do that now by clicking Get Started in this area. The version you're currently editing will become version A, and you'll be able to set up version B when you go to publish the whole ad campaign. You'll notice that campaign budget optimization is toggled off by default. If you'd like to turn this on, do that here by clicking on the toggle. This will evenly split your budget across multiple ad sets. I recommend starting with 1 ad set and up to 4 ad versions when you're new, so you probably don't need to worry about this right now. I would leave it toggled off. Click the blue Next button on the bottom right. Now you're working in your ad set details. Let's look at that together. First, you'll name your ad set if you didn't do that in the very first step. Then you'll choose where you want to drive traffic or whatever objective you've chosen. Select whether you'll use dynamic creative. I recommend this option for a lot of small businesses, but to keep things simple, I'm going to leave it toggled off for now, and we can go over dynamic creative in a future video. You'll also select whether you'll have an associated offer or not. I really like to use the offer option for a lot of campaigns for clients, but again, for simplicity's sake, I'll leave that toggled off for now, and we can cover that in a future video. Next, you'll set your budget and schedule. Choose either a daily budget or a lifetime budget and set your start and end date. If you want to just let your ad run and turn it off manually, don't set an end date. If you want your ad to start immediately, then don't set a start date. Next, you'll choose your audience targeting. Use a saved audience or create new audiences. You can create lookalikes and custom audiences from here as well. Make location, age, gender, and interest targeting options next. You can save this audience to quickly access it next time if you like what you've chosen. Name it something that makes sense to you and will be discernible to you in the future. Next, choose your placements. Facebook recommends using automatic placements, but you do have the option to choose your placements manually. A lot of small businesses don't see success on audience network and waste a lot of money there. So sometimes it's a good idea to turn that off and see how your ads just do on Facebook and Instagram. Next, you'll change how Facebook optimizes your ad for delivery if you want to. This is how Facebook decides who to show your ad to. If you optimize for clicks, they find clicky people. If you optimize for calls, they find people who love to make phone calls. You can also set cost control here if applicable. I rarely use this option for small business campaigns, but you might want to, so it's there. Now you're editing the individual ad creative, which means you're almost there. Hang in there, we're close. Let's go through the final steps together and get this ad published. Again, you'll enter the ad name if you didn't do that in the very first step during campaign setup. Then you'll choose the Facebook page and the Instagram account that you would like your ads connected to. If you're running ads for your own business, you don't need to worry about branded content. This would be something that you would use if you had like an influencer or another business running an ad for you. In ad setup, select Create an Ad, use existing posts, or use Creative Hub Mockup. We'll choose Create an Ad today. Choose your ad format. This can be a single image or video, a carousel, or a collection. And add a full screen experience for mobile here if you've made one. In Ad Creative, choose your image or video, add your primary text, headline, description, choose your destination, and enter your website URL. Also, add the call to action before you move on. Add languages here if you'll be displaying your ad in multiple languages. This is where you'll select tracking or set it up if you haven't done that already. This is crucial if you want to see how well your ads are performing. Now you can click the green Publish button. Facebook will automatically publish your campaign, your ad set, and your ad creative. When you publish, your ads will go into a review process. This review usually takes less than a couple of hours. If your ads are disabled for any reason, Facebook will notify you or you'll see a message when you log into your ad account. Now that you know how to set up your ads, let's cover a few best practices so that you can make the best video ads possible. Even with all the proper settings, a bad video ad is not going to convert the way that you want it to. Take a little bit of time to follow these best practices. Make sure that your ads are ready for silent viewing. According to Facebook, and this is corroborated by Instagram, 85% of videos on the platform are viewed without sound. If your video doesn't make sense without sound, you're going to lose viewers and they won't be coming back. So how can you optimize your videos for silent viewing? You can add your own captions. You'll need to upload your captions in an SRT file. This is supported by most video editors. You do need to follow a specific naming convention for your SRT file so that Facebook will read it properly. That is filename.languagecode_countrycode.srt. So if you made a fall fashion guide, for example, the caption file would be fall fashion video guide 2021.en_us.srt if you were speaking US English. There's a full list of languages and country codes in the Facebook Help Center. Once your caption file is named properly, you're ready to add captions to your video. Here's how to do that. First, you'll begin to create your video ad. In the ad creative section, you'll upload your created video, or you'll make a video. After your video is uploaded, click Edit Video. Click Captions. In the video captions section, click Upload Your Own or have Facebook do the captions for you. In the window that appears, click Select the File and select your SRT file. After you select the file, click Save. Your captions then upload to the video. You can finish the edits to your video, change timing on captions if you'd like to, and then publish your video. Now, as I mentioned, you can also add auto-generated captions. Now, don't worry, you can review and edit your captions afterwards, so if they get something terribly wrong, you're not stuck with it. Robots try, but sometimes they just know what we're saying, especially if we're talking very quickly or not clearly enough, which I am sometimes guilty of. The auto-generated captions are really nice because they save you a lot of time manually transcribing videos, which can take forever. So again, you'll begin to create your video ad. Then in the ad creative section, you'll upload or create your video. After your video has loaded, you'll click that Edit Video button and you'll click on Captions. Select Generate Automatically. Now, if your video doesn't have sound or if the Facebook system can't detect any sound from the video, then you'll only have the option to manually add captions. And at that point, it might be a good idea to just add a file that says no sound at the bottom so the viewer knows that there's no sound to worry about. After Facebook generates the captions, you can go to Review or Edit Captions. Hover over the caption and you can edit or delete it from there. You can also change the timestamp and click the plus sign if you need to add a caption that auto-generated captions missed. And likewise, you can delete a caption if it shouldn't be there by clicking the trash can button. You can have the video playing while you're transcribing, or you can have the video pause while you're typing. Just click this little checkbox. Once you're happy with your edits, click Save to Video, and your captions will then upload to the video. You can also download these captions to your computer if you would like to have the file for yourself. Now, another best practice is optimizing your video ads for mobile. Consider the mobile user's viewing experience. The screen is smaller. They're likely to be using headphones if they're listening to sound at all. They could literally be anywhere, on their couch or on a subway. So the mobile experience should look something like this. Keep videos under 15 seconds. This increases the likelihood of the viewer watching the whole thing and makes the video eligible for Instagram stories and Facebook in-stream placements. You also want to make sure you grab attention in the first 3 seconds since that video is so short. You want to showcase your product or your brand. And of course, use a vertical video so it takes up the full screen on mobile. And as I mentioned before, optimize for silent viewing if you're using sound in your video. Another best practice for ads overall is to feature your brand or product in the first 15 seconds of the video, or the first 3 seconds if you're on mobile and only doing a 15-second long video. The key here is you want to capture the viewer's attention quickly and get the viewer to click or stop scrolling so that they keep watching your video. Now, you don't have to do a full introduction to your brand or the product, of course. This could just be as simple as showing your logo somewhere on the screen as prominently as you can. Now, this is especially important if you're targeting a cold or mildly warm audience. You want to make sure that your brand is evident. After all, we know that it sometimes takes a handful of views before someone finally decides to click or buy on something that they've seen. Another best practice is to keep your content to one topic per video. It can be tempting to get the most bang for your buck and put in a bunch of information about your business or other products in a video. But remember that you have limited time and probably just this one time to win over this customer. You need to capture attention and pique interest, and you need to do it quickly. That's why it's best to focus on one topic per video. It also makes sense because you'll be targeting a very specific audience if you've done the proper planning. And that specific audience will have very specific needs. Now, it really shouldn't be tough for you to think of one thing to focus on for your audience. If it is, you need to revisit your audience and figure out who they are, where they are in their customer journey, and what they need from you at that moment. Facebook ads are one of the best ways for you to reach your audience, get some brand recognition, and drive traffic to your website. Videos are preferred by users. Most platforms favor video. In fact, Instagram just a couple of weeks ago said that they're no longer an image sharing platform. They're prioritizing video, and they're making video much more accessible and discoverable. So video is the way to go. I hope this helped you understand Facebook video ads, how to set them up, and a little bit more about how to make them good. Let us know if you have any questions about what I covered in this video. And let me know if you'd like to see a specific topic in an upcoming video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our weekly digital marketing content. I'll see you in an upcoming video. Happy marketing!